adjust this camera. Heard me mention of Norman Vincent Peale and a couple of his little books that I read early in my life that had a great influence over my thinking. One of those books was The Power of Positive Thinking. Another was Expect a Miracle, Make Miracles Happen. Very neat and timely little books that helped me get a positive frame of mind and forge ahead in my life. He wrote all kind of little books, all kind of blogs and articles and so forth. And so if you're familiar with any of those works, you kind of already have an understanding of the role that positivity will play in accomplishing your goals in life. No one can deny that your mindset is a crucial element to your ultimate success, but thinking positively is never going to be enough to help you to realize everything you've ever dreamed of in life. In fact, positivity, while a necessary component in your success equation, is only part of the formula. Without action that leverages that optimistic mental attitude, your dreams will always be unrealized plans and little or nothing more. Learning to take charge of not only your attitude but also your actions are both required when seeking to be successful in life. And you remember, if you listened to my previous presentation, we talked about those actions. Nobody cares really what you think, but they really care about your actions, don't they? You have to learn to harness the energy of your thoughts into actionable steps that will help you achieve what you want. While your positive thoughts form the basis of your beliefs and values, it is ultimately what you do to realize those ideas that will help you achieve those dreams. The positive thinking is only that step. So let's keep on and learn about creating the right positive mindset. And that's the dangers of relying solely on positive thinking and how you can leverage your attitude to turn your dreams into reality. I'm going to share some practical strategies for improving your mindset, as well as how to build actionable steps that help you attain your goals. We even share all the ways positive thinking and action can change your life for the better. So let's start with that positive mindset. Your thoughts and outlook are what guide everything else in your life. The way you view life, all the way. That's what controls your actions, your reactions. When you have a positive mindset or outlook, you believe that good things can happen. You make choices that allow those positive outcomes, and you encourage more positive thoughts and actions to manifest themselves. Your mindset guides nearly everything your conscious mind does. And it has a significant impact on your subconscious mind as well. Your outlook is the very foundation of your character and informs the circumstances in which you find yourself, as well as your beliefs and your own attitudes to persevere and overcome challenges we all face. Others have made the analogy that your mind is like a gardener. When you cultivate it with care and attention and provide the right environment, beautiful and healthy things can grow. When you neglect it and you allow your thoughts to run wild without focusing on what is needed for your well-being, thoughts and ideas will still grow. They will likely not be very healthy or useful. Whichever route you take, your mind will always expand. But it's the foundation you lay with your mindset that dictates what your mind will bring forth, what it'll give birth to. Negative begets negative. As humans, we are predisposed toward negativity. We are much more likely to focus on our negative or darker emotions, like pain and disappointment, than to concentrate on the contentment and joy we have in our lives. Why do we do this? Well, our brains are actually hardwired this way. Your circumstances and emotions play a large role in how your brain learns and the connections it makes every time you experience something. The more often you experience something, the more times your brain will connect those memories to other neural connections. Emotions and sensory input are two factors that increase these types of neuron connectivity. For example, a factory memory, or your ability to remember smells and associate them with specific incidents in your life, is a very strong thing. Perhaps you loved your grandmother very much, and when you'd hug, or she would hug you, you'd always smell gardenias, which were a part of her perfume. Every time you smell gardenias now, you likely remember your grandmother. You associate gardenias with positive memories and feeling love. Your neurons have been programmed to fire when you smell gardenias. And these synapses are connected to feelings of love and safety. More potent than these positive associations, though, are ones that remind us of pain, suffering, and sadness. These negative emotions create more connections in our brain, and we are more likely to recall misery and negativity than we are happiness and other positive emotions. If, for example, your grandmother had passed away, the smell of gardenias also likely makes you sad as well. Your brain pushes past all the positive emotions you usually associate with the event and focus on the loss of someone you love. You can utilize a combination of strategies to rewire your brain to focus on the positive and fixate less on the negative. Meditation is an excellent way to accomplish this, as it teaches you to clear negativity from your mind and to focus on the positive. Meditation techniques have been shown to change the way your brain works, allowing you to concentrate on what is important and to learn to ignore the other negative distractions. Practicing daily mindfulness and gratitude is another way to ground yourself in positivity. When you focus on your gifts and blessings, you flood your brain with dopamine, which makes it easier to ignore the negative emotions and anxiety they cause. Spend a few minutes each day focusing on that for which you are grateful, and try to be mindful as much as possible of the present moment, not the past or the future. Being kind to others also changes the way your brain works. When you are kind to others, you are also gentler with yourself. Kindness makes you feel more positive about the world in which you live and provides you with motivation and hope for the future. Daily affirmations are another way to focus your brain on the positive aspects. Positive self-talk is a way to overcome a negative self-image or other issues with self-esteem. Give yourself a daily pep talk to keep your focus on what is good and positive in your life. Now that you know how the brain works and why positive thinking is essential, the next step should be just to think positively and everything will work out, right? Unfortunately, that's not the way it works. Next, let's explore the dangers of relying on positive thinking alone to make your dreams come true. There are pitfalls on relying solely on positive thinking. The mantra that positive thinking creates positive results is one we hear over and over in our lives, But what is often missing from this advice is the understanding that positive thinking alone does not guarantee success. In fact, your positive outlook can sometimes interfere with your ability to fulfill your dreams, because thinking positively is more of a mental effort than believing the negative to be true. When we work hard to think positively, we are, in a way, tricking our brains into thinking we've already done the heavy lifting when it comes to actually turning your goals into reality. When you think positively, it has a positive effect on your physical well-being, and you enjoy lower blood pressure, less stress, other biological markers that tell your brain it's okay, everything is all right. And if you aren't careful, this can lead to you putting forth less energy and having forward momentum, have lower motivation toward actually achieving your dreams. Your body and your brain think you've already made it to the finish line. So you have to actually work harder to keep a positive attitude while also putting in the work needed to attain those goals. Therefore, you need some reliable strategies for intermixing your positive mindset with a dose of reality. So what's the best way to keep a positive attitude while still keeping your feet firmly planted on the ground, all while making continued progress toward your dreams? Well, I've compiled some successful strategies that I hope will help you here. Some strategies for turning attitude into action. Once you've mastered the positive attitude, it's time to turn that mindset into actionable steps. Wanting a dream and actually working toward it are very different, and there's some simple strategies you can use to make progress toward achieving everything you want in life. Some of these are also good for keeping your mindset positive in the face of obstacles and setbacks. Here are a few of my favorites. Use your positive mindset to create focus. One way to leverage your positivity is to turn it into extreme focus toward action. When you use that optimistic mindset to focus on what it is you want to accomplish, it becomes a motivating factor by itself. When you wake up each day with the knowledge that you can accomplish your goal, you then need to ask yourself, what am I doing today to get me one step closer to reaching that outcome? Turning your outlook into consistent action is key. When you've got a positive mindset and leverage that into focus, action becomes self-propagating. You see success each day, which engenders more action, which leads to more success. You can create a cycle of action and success fueled by your focus and your positive outlook. The opposite is true of this, so be careful. When you focus on the negative, it tends to create fear and inhibit action. When your focus is driven by anxiety, you can become paralyzed to attempt anything new, and your progress dies out. So use the power of positive thinking in your favor. Practice visualization. One technique that is particularly powerful when it comes to realizing your dreams and putting positive thoughts into action is visualization. Learning to vividly see what it is that you're trying to accomplish can serve as a motivation for your hard work. Creating a clear mental picture of how your life will feel and look when you achieve your dreams provides you with something concrete toward which you won't work. Visualizing your future helps you to feel that what you're doing is possible and also just a few steps away from being achieved. It helps if you can actually experience parts of your final goal in real life. So have some experiences on which to base the visualization of your ultimate dream. Walk through a potential dream home. Take a virtual tour or trip or field trip, someplace you'd like to travel to someday. Or make a list of the first 3 things you would buy when you achieve your financial goals. Make your visualization as real as possible by seeing yourself in the future. How will you feel? What problems will be resolved when you attain your goal? And what do you hope to learn along the way? What are you going to learn from your journey? Some people find images very helpful to visualization. Cut out photographs that represent your ideal dreams come true and place them in places where you can see them regularly. Like positive thinking, visualization is not enough on its own, but it can serve to fuel your actions and provide motivation for the hard work of actually making your dreams come true. Allow others to inspire you. Looking for inspiration, motivation, and even guidance from someone who has already achieved their dreams is another excellent strategy in your quest to attain your goals. It's much easier to turn your positive thinking into action when you see examples of people you admire who have also accomplished that feat. There are many resources available online to listen to inspirational talks and interviews with famous and influential people who have worked hard to achieve their goals. These can serve as food for thought whenever you are contemplating your own dreams or wondering how to continue forward. Find people who have met goals and that are similar to yours, that are like yours. Learn about their history and what they attribute their success. Find out how they overcame obstacles. Beyond looking to strangers, though, find role models in your real life as well. Having a mentor who can provide you with guidance and advice when needed is highly beneficial. It doesn't necessarily have to be someone who has attained a similar goal to yours, but perhaps someone who has overcome similar obstacles as you face, or who has a positive outlook or mindset you wish to emulate. Keep your eye on your negativity. Being mindful of your negative thoughts and that activity, working to keep them at bay, and actively working to keep them at bay can help you to achieve your goals. The negative thoughts you have about your future can lead to stress, to fear, and anxiety, which can derail your progress and halt your efforts in their tracks. Negativity can come from regrets about your past, anxiety about the future, or a host of other fears and concerns that plague our psyches. Staying mindful of your negative thoughts is the first step toward controlling them, so don't ignore them. When you start to hear your inner voice begin to question, to wonder about the what ifs and the should haves, then you know it's time to start paying close attention to your outlook. While it's true that negative thoughts are to be expected, we all have fleeting worries that come and go. It's when we allow them to stick around and set up camp that we need to take action. These negative thoughts can quickly take over. They can kill your motivation, dampen your spirit, and keep you from achieving your dreams. Developing a daily mindfulness practice will be critical for monitoring your thoughts and paying attention to when negativity starts to creep in. Daily meditation, as mentioned earlier, is an excellent strategy and can be highly effective for monitoring your mindset. When you start to feel negative, ask yourself from where those thoughts are originating. Have you experienced a setback recently? Is there a basis for your fears? Or are you just sad? Then you'll need to do something to get back on track. Make progress. Take some actionable steps or set a new goal or do something. Don't just wallow in your negative thoughts. Focus next on replacing the negative thoughts with positive ones. What you're looking forward to in the future. What is something you have already accomplished for which you are proud? What is your strength? What's your strengths? How can you build upon them? Reverse these negative thinking and move forward. And then the P word, persistence. Doing something every day, no matter how little or insignificant, is essential for leveraging your positive thinking into action. Anything worth doing is going to come with its share of difficulties, but when you are persistent, you can accomplish anything toward which you have set your mind. Use your positive thinking to remind yourself of why you're working hard. Allow that positivity to be your light when things get rough and when things get hard. Positive thinking helps you see how far that you've come. A positive outlook is a foundation upon which you can build daily habits of mind. It serves as the bedrock for your mindfulness, your gratitude, visualization, and focus activities you do every single day. These habits become second nature, and you soon realize you're doing them even without thinking about it, and persistence becomes built in as well. One way positivity can help you persevere is to allow you to shrug off the naysayers and ignore those who believe you'll fail. By being a role model, showing them how you believe in yourself and your dreams, and pushing away the negative energy they bring to your life, you can refocus your efforts and prove them all wrong. Your positive thinking is what will sustain you over the long haul and see you across the finish line. It will serve you well throughout your entire journey. So don't let anyone, especially yourself, try to extinguish the fire that's inside of you. So how can positive action influence all areas of your life? There are many ways that positive thinking as well as action can benefit your life besides just helping you achieve goals. The power of positive thinking has been shown to provide many significant side effects, including to your health and for the benefit of others, your peers. You cope with stress more effectively. If you're optimistic, you're more likely to handle stressful situations better than those who think pessimistically. Positive thinking tends to help you find alternative solutions to problems, which means you don't worry so much that things won't work out when there is a problem. Thinking positive also means you are more likely to ask for help from others or to devise a plan to deal with a problem. Negative thinking often leads to a defeatist mentality that has you believing nothing you do matters, so why bother? Negativity, by definition, creates more stress as it focuses on what is wrong and could go wrong, whereas positivity focuses on outcomes and solutions. When your mind tends toward the negative, therefore you're placing yourself into a stressed state of mind that you must then battle back from. Inner health. Those who have a more positive outlook in life are less likely to have certain medical conditions, including depression, cardiovascular disease. Those who think positively often lead healthier lives as they see the benefit in taking care of their bodies and practicing healthy habits regularly. They also have lower levels of blood pressure, perhaps due to less stress or better ability to respond to stressful events. Handle pain better. Those with positive outlook are more likely to be able to tolerate pain. While none of us wants to suffer with occasional pain, injuries, and illness can occur. optimistic people and pessimistic perspectives. It boosts your immune system. The mind plays an influential role in your body's overall health and well-being, and keeping a positive outlook can actually keep you healthier over time. Researchers have identified a stronger immune system response in those with a more positive outlook. Those who had optimism toward a specific future goal were more likely to overcome illness quickly than those with negative outlooks. Negative emotions were more likely to lead to a weaker immune system response to the flu vaccine as well. Live longer. Those with a more positive outlook live, on average, 10 years longer than those with more pessimistic outlooks. This is likely due to the addictive nature of those many health and wellness benefits already described, as well as lowered incidence of depression and other mental health problems that can lead to a premature death. Be more resilient. Resilience is your ability to bounce back after setbacks and to effectively cope with problems. When you have resiliency, you're more likely to be able to identify potential solutions instead of problems, to believe that there is a positive outcome that's possible, and to continue working towards your goal. A positive outlook can increase your ability to believe all of these things. Optimism means you are always looking for a way to solve a problem, while pessimism means you don't believe there is a way to make things better. Your positive thinking contributes to your coping skills and makes you more likely to continue trying even in the face of tough situations. Form stronger, healthier relationships. Those with a more positive outlook are much more likely to find a life partner, to stay married longer, and to feel more satisfaction in their relationship. A positive outlook means people will feel more comfortable with you and want to spend time with you, helping you create better relationships as well as easier working relationships with colleagues. Those with a negative attitude make others uncomfortable or force people to avoid them because they don't want that type of negativity in their lives, which means you are more likely to make better decisions about health, such as drinking, smoking, diet, and exercise. You also are more likely to be socially aware of how your behaviors influence and are perceived by others. A positive outlook helps you to resist social pressure to engage in unhealthy habits, which means you make better decisions for yourself and your health. You're more likely to be a leader. A positive attitude can help you not only get hired for better jobs, but also place you in leadership positions. You're more likely to be recognized as a leader when others see you as a positive force in the workplace. And research indicates that others are more likely to follow you when you have a positive outlook. It raises your self-esteem. Your self-esteem is directly connected to your outlook in life. When you think more positively, you will naturally have more confidence in your ability to succeed. This starts a cycle of success that leads others to believe in your abilities as well, which will enhance your own sense of self. It's a cycle that can be self-perpetuating when you keep your outlook positive. Enjoy great life satisfaction. When you think positively, you are more likely to have a better overall enjoyment of life. Positive people are more outgoing, interact with more people, and find gratification and joy in many different aspects of life. So positive thinking alone is not going to change your life. While having a positive attitude will serve you well in life, it's what you do with that outlook that means more when it comes to achieving your dreams or just having a successful, happy life. A positive outlook can be leveraged into actions that will help you to attain your dreams and reach whatever goals you've set for yourself. The positivity you have can not only help you achieve whatever you set your mind to, but it can also help you to be healthier and happier person. An optimistic outlook improves your relationships, helps you attain more professionally, and can allow you to cope more effectively with whatever life throws your way. While having a positive attitude isn't always easy, it is always worth it to cultivate this mindset. The efforts you put forth toward thinking positively will help you attain many of the best rewards in life. Stay positive. Take care.